So one of the first things you want to check for when attacking this characteristic, number one, is the grip. So if we're holding the grip too much in the palm of our hand, in the palm of our lead hand, that does a couple of things. It gets the club face very weak in the downswing, so it gets it very open, but it also makes it very difficult to hinge our lead wrist. So we end up getting this backswing where it's very difficult to create any angle between the club and the lead arm. So we get this much wider look where the player actually isn't able to use their wrist correctly. And that all comes down to the grip. So always make sure, if you are struggling with the cast or the early release, make sure that you've got the grip more in the fingers of the lead hand. The second thing that does is it helps square up the club face. So if the club face is open in the downswing, what we'll generally do is we'll try and square the club up. So we'll generally stall the body pivot, the hips will stall, the chest will stall in an effort to square up the club. And then that will look like an early release or a cast like we spoke about in the first video. So making sure your lead hand is on the grip correctly and you don't have an excessively open club face on the way down in transition. They're your first two checkpoints when working on a cast or an early release.